Hi everyone, this is Sam with Heart, and today I am here to share how I made my treat bags that I'm going to be bringing to work. I wanted to use up some not too shabby shop ephemera and paper because it's almost the end of Halloween season, so time to move on to something else. I'm going to be using the Cute and Pink paper pad and ephemera. I'm going to be using the Witchy Vibes, which I'm almost out of, paper and ephemera. I'm going to be using some stamp sets, and the stamp sets are Best Witches, the Stamp and Die, and Boo Sentiments. So I did do some stamping and some coloring, and I cut up paper and made little toppers, and you can see some of them are done here. So what I did was I bought some things during Prime Day, these little snack treats, and I also bought a bag of candy, and it's really like totally random candy. So random. And so I just filled up like I think 15 bags or so I made, and I really like how they came out. They're very, very cute, and I'm going to make a few in this video, mostly using Witchy Vibes, I think, because I think I used most of my the paper that I had set up for the Cute and Pink. So it's really easy to make. I just take my 6x6 paper, and I measured how far across I wanted it, so I think it's 4.5 by 4, and then I scored it 2 inches so that it's 2 by 4.5, and then I folded that over, and then I just stapled it. And then the pieces that I had left over, the smaller piece I put on the front. And then once I had 2 of the larger pieces, they actually fit back to back, and I actually put those back to back as a topper and then stapled it. And you can't even tell that they're 2 separate pieces and not folded over. And then I hardly had any scraps. So that's kind of how I did it. So I also just did a few of these little chocolate bars, and these are from Trader Joe's. So they come in a 3-pack. And so I do have some friends who would not want these random bits of candy. So I did buy some dark chocolate bars for them. And you can see how I'm decorating them. And all I did to make these is I took my chocolate bar and cut my paper so that it was the same height. And then I just folded it around, and I used some score tape to adhere it. That's it. And then I used whatever scrap I had to kind of cover the front a little bit more. And then I decorated them mostly with the stamped images from the Best Witches. I just didn't really get a chance to use that stamp set, but so cute. And I colored her up, and I think she came out adorable. So I also stamped and fussy cut a bunch of sentiments from the Boo Sentiments. And I just, I didn't really do much with them except kind of adhere them, stamp them in black, and then adhere him wherever I could. And so now you can see that I am using the leftover pieces that I've stamped along with the ephemera to decorate these little treat bags. My kids are big, so they don't go trick-or-treating anymore, and they're actually with their dad this weekend, this Halloween. So I normally go to my sister's house for Halloween. She lives around the corner, and because her daughter's birthday is a couple days after Halloween, and then my sister's birthday is the day after Halloween. So we normally do a little celebration. We have cake and dinner and everything, and then hang out while the trick-or-treating is happening, because her street decorates really well. But this year, we're not doing that. Basically, my nieces are going to be out with their friends. I think one niece is going to a Halloween party, and then the littler niece, the one whose birthday it is actually going to a more ritzy neighborhood where they give out full-size candy bars. And she's going to trick-or-treat with her basketball team. So I guess me and Chris are just gonna go eat somewhere. We'll go out to eat because usually restaurants are pretty dead on Halloween, so it's a good time to go out to eat. So, having said all that, it's just like I don't do too much for Halloween, even though I love making things for Halloween. And I do have some sort of pen pals, and I will be sharing the cards that I made for them. I love how they came out. They're just really, they came out really nice. So I will be sharing that as well. I got to try to fit these Halloween videos in as quickly as possible. And so it's funny that this candy is just so random. And I think the good part about it is that you're not just like left with like 60 Skittles and 100 Now and Laters. It's like there was like 2 suckers in there, and there was like a handful. I think there might have only been like 3 Starburst. It was so random, and I was left with candy. Kind of left the candy that my kids really like. I didn't put those in the bags, and I threw those in a snack bin. We have a snack bin that we keep in our pantry. And so that's where I put all the kids' snacks, granola bars and cookies and whatever. And so I just threw those in there, so they'll be surprised. There'll be some good candy in there. So you can see that I'm continuing to use the Witchy Vibes ephemera, because that's kind of what I have left to use. And just trying to find some creative ways to use it. Just really fun. And I think mostly what I use Halloween like product for, the paper and everything, is mostly for little treat bags. And I usually do some sort of treat bag for work. And I try to remember what I did last year. But the year before I was not at work, so I didn't do anything. But this year I'll probably go around and hand them out. Okay, so a lot of ephemera here. And so I'm wondering if anybody does anything for Halloween anymore. I mean, when your kids get big, it's like not so much to do. And so, which is fine. I don't get very many trick-or-treaters. I live in a neighborhood where it's only one street. I live in a one-street neighborhood, so you like go in one way and you come out the other end. So people do decorate this last couple of years, but I don't really have very many trick-or-treaters. Like, not enough to buy bags of candy. Like, my parents, I swear to you, like, people get dropped off in their neighborhood. My mom goes through, like, pounds and pounds and pounds of candy. But, I mean, we get, like, 2 trick-or-treaters, and so we just don't do it. We just turn off our lights, we go out to dinner. Usually, like I said, go to my sister's house, so I might go to my brother's. We'll see. Anyway, I'm just using my Barely Arts glue. I really like it. You do have to make sure that you kind of hold on to it for an extra couple of seconds so that it sticks. But once it sticks, like, it's totally on there. It's totally on there. There's another one that I had finished using that little haunted house. And now I'm on to, I think, the last couple of these I have left to do. The girls remind me a little bit of Tuesday Adams. A little bit, right? All right, so finishing up these. I did buy some candy that I had to take back because I bought Swedish Fish and they were like old. It was not good. So I did take those back because they were so not good, which was very annoying because I actually bought those candy for me. Okay, and I have a couple other crafty items I didn't get a chance to use. I had bought the candy corn giant die from Scrap Diva, and I didn't even get a chance to use it. I was looking for another die in my stash, and I ran across it, and I was like, dang it. It's just not enough time. So, and like I said, I don't do that many Halloween projects, but I don't know, trying to find a way to use that die somehow. Okay, get into the nitty-gritty here. And you can just see all the different ways that I'm using the ephemera. And so ephemera is really great for quick projects, even though I still really do like to stamp and color. I do enjoy the ease of using ephemera, and I think they're really good for things like these little treat bags or making tags. I think they're really, I really enjoy that too. Okay, so I have a couple of the cute and pink that I'm going to do, and I like how these came out. They're really cute pumpkins. So I'm going to do pumpkin, and then I'm going to put, I want to put the little hat on there. So I think I'm just going to do 2 pumpkins. I think using the pumpkin that has the face right there. And then I screw up here by putting it on the wrong side. So I have to fix it. Luckily, I figured it out before it dried. I flipped it over, it's supposed to be on that side, yikes. And so then I've got my little ghost in front of the pumpkin. So these are really fun to make. Thank you so much for watching. This is Cindy Crane with a Heart.